Hi everyone, so I'm back now. I've been buying a lot of games, and some of the stuff I can't show because I did pack it up, but I can sort of mention and show you some of it. And the rest of it, I actually have a really good story from today at one of the thrift stores where I kind of had a fight with somebody over some games, so that was kind of interesting, and let's get started. So, I'll start with some of the stuff that I didn't find today. This is other stuff that I found in the last month or so, I think, since I've made a video. So it's just been a little bit over a month. At the garage sales, I found quite a few DS games. I found DK Jungle Climber, Harvest Moon DS Isle of Happiness. Actually, I found this at a garage sale. It was supposed to be, everything was supposed to be $1, and then they had a ton of games there. So I think this was $3. Need for Speed Undercover, Custom Rover Arena, and I got this one at the thrift store the other day just for fun, the Zoo Tycoon 2 DS. The systems I've purchased, I got a DS Lite at a really good deal. I have to check my list. I got a couple GameCubes, and actually I have a funny story with the GameCubes. There was this one garage sale that happened, and the lady was really adamant online about how we couldn't show up early. She's gonna have all this like high-end stuff. She doesn't want anybody else there. She won't sell to you before this time. And I basically didn't listen to the rules, and I showed up ahead of time. Around here, people get really offended when you're told that you can't show up early to a sale. And I personally don't care. Like, I don't take it to offense. So I just showed up anyway. You know, if they just want to say no to me, that's fine. But I'm glad I showed up because for $40 I got a GameCube with some controllers and all the hookups and everything, but I also got a stack of games. I don't think I'm missing any here from the collection, but I'll do my best to show you what I have here. Got Shadow the Hedgehog. That's from my collection. I got, let's see here, Star Wars 2. TMNT. REMan RTS. Beautiful Joe Red Hot Rumble. Doesn't have the cover though. That's okay. And the other couple ones that I'm going to be selling, or that I put up for sale, was SpongeBob SquarePants. And the actual reason I took it, because I knew I could get my money back on it, was Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. I already had this, so it would pay for all the other games. And I thought that was a pretty good deal. And so everybody else, I actually drove by after, at the time when you were supposed to show up, and it was packed with people. They were all crazy, and I'm like, ha, I was already there, already got the games. Oh, I almost forgot. There was one more game with it. That's another reason I took it. On the bottom of it was the Game Boy player for the GameCube, and the disc. Awesome. I've been looking for this for a long time. I haven't actually ever tried it, and I don't really know a lot about it because I had the player but I didn't have the disc, so I'm pretty stoked to have that, especially with the case and everything. So that was another thing that came with it, so it's total value for that. A couple thrift store finds I've had recently. I got Gran Turismo 5. I'll pick up different games for the PlayStation 3 if they're a good price, because I do like my PS3. I got for GameCube Harvest Moon Magical Melody. I actually found this at Value Village, and it was only, there you go, $2.99. And I found this one at a thrift store. It was Eternal Ring. It was only $3, so I thought, oh, okay. You know, PS2 actually does have pretty good graphics, even though it's not a very expensive system anymore. The games are cheap, but if you see something interesting, why not, right? Oh, I also picked up in the summer, I don't have them here with me right now, a big stack of Nintendo Power magazines with posters in them. That's basically the reason I took them, is to get the posters out, because you could always frame them and put them on your wall or something after. And that also came with some strategy guides for Final Fantasy and stuff like that. Oh, also at the thrift store I also picked up Grand Theft Auto IV. I know it's not a very good game, but like I said, I'll buy anything for the PS3 that's half decent and cheap. I got a bunch of Game Boy Advance cases. I don't have all the games yet, but they're complete and they've got everything in them. So I got Super Mario Brothers 3 and Super Mario World and Tetris Worlds. This one actually came with the game. And Marble Madness. Another thrift store find, Final Fantasy on the DS. I'll buy DS games too if they're cheap. now we've come to something really cool I found this summer, and actually the reason mainly that I have to make this video now is because I actually put it up for sale, because it's a pretty rare game, and I thought if I put it up for sale I might be able to get double, and then I would just buy myself a new one. But I didn't leave it up for long because I'll tell you what happened. So the game I found was Worms, I don't know if I can see it, Worms Armageddon, and I got it really cheap. I got it at the garage sale and it was only like, I think $4. I was really, really happy. Like, it was the only Nintendo 64 game they had there. And so I put it up for sale on Kijiji. And I had to make a new Kijiji account because I was having some problems with some people locally that were trying to basically sort of bother me. And I decided that since they'd probably see it on here, I'm just not going to make a video about it until I posted it. And sure enough, this person comes along and starts sending me emails trying to buy it off me. And after 1 or 2 emails, I realized it was him. And he just kept going on and on about how he wanted to meet me. And then, you know, once I realized it was him, I just figured I do not want to meet this person. So I told him my address because he's been here before. And suddenly he didn't want to buy anything. So I was really happy. I just wanted him to go and leave me alone. We'll come to today. What happened today? I went to a thrift store in town. And they had, like, I got there late, and I did not know that they had got this shipment in of, like, DVDs and video games, and everything was in such good condition. And I was so unhappy to find out that I was, like, there late because there was hardly anything left. I got, like, 5 or 6 games. Everything was gone, and it was so cheap. Everything was, like, 50 cents. 50 cents, no tax. So, I'll basically show you what I got, and then I'll tell you what happened after I got it. I got NBA Jam for the Super Nintendo. I'm not sure if I have it yet, I have to check my list, but I used to play that game on the Sega Genesis with my friend, like, so much in grade 7. We liked that game a lot. Well, it was the only one we really had to play, so we played it, right? I got this cool thing here, the Street Fighter soundtrack. I think it's from the movie, though. It's not from the game, but it's still kind of cool, and it's got, like, if you can see, a bunch of the different characters on the back. So that was only 50 cents as well. And here's the video games that were left. There was Menacer 6-game cartridge in the original box, which I thought was kind of cool. I've never seen that before with the guide. You see the good condition that this stuff is in? It's in such good condition. It's like all brand new. I was so upset. Then there was Sega Genesis Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, still in the box. And it's a little bit more rough, but this is still really good condition. And if you look here, the original price was like over $40. I don't know if you can see that there. $40, and then they had it on sale. But still, that was a lot of money back then. Then they had some Sega Master System games. There's Global Defense, and that's all complete too. Like, some of them even have the posters inside, and I couldn't believe this. And the other one was Hang On and Astro Warrior, 50 cents. And the final one that I got was actually somewhat good. I got King's Quest, Quest for the Crown, and it's actually like a text-based game. At least that's what it says on the back. And I thought that was pretty cool. It's not going for too much right now on price charting, but I was pretty happy with it anyway. I think the usual price is about $30, but 50 cents. So anyway, let me tell you what happened when I was at the store. So I had all my stuff in a basket because I also bought some DVDs. And this guy, when I had first come in, he was sort of walking away from the DVD table, and he had like a little stack of DVDs with him. And he was, you know, just leaving the store. He didn't have a box with him or anything. And I had put all my stuff into a shopping basket, and I was sorting it on one of the tables just to figure out what DVDs I wanted. Like, I knew I was taking the games, but I had to look at the DVDs and sort of decide if I was going to take some or not. And I was sorting everything into piles, and then he goes, "That's my basket." He comes back in the room. He's like, "That's my basket." And I was not in a very good mood, and I don't want this guy coming near me with the games. And he's like, "Oh, that's my case right there." And he was referring to this Power Rangers game. And I'm like, "No, it's not." He's like, "Yes, it is. That was in my basket." And I'm like, "No, it was not in your basket, sir. It's my game." And he was actually coming into my basket and taking it out. He had it in his hand. He started taking it, and I took it back. And I'm like, "No, this is mine." And I had to try to be careful because the lady that worked at the store, she was there. And I didn't want her to take my games and try to split them up between me and him. So I was getting kind of like upset. I wanted this guy to get out of here. And so he was like still going on about how it's his game. He's like, well, I had this in my basket and someone went up to the till and took it out of my basket and brought it back here. And I know they didn't. I was right there. There probably was 2 of them or something. I don't know what else this guy got, but he probably got more than enough. You know, he left behind the Sega Master System games. I don't think he knew what they were. That's why he left them behind. But he probably took some other good Sega Genesis stuff. I don't know what he got. And I thought, you know what, sir, you got enough. You got all you need. So, he was going on about it, and then I just started getting kind of upset. I'm like, it's not yours, you know, and I just want the lady not to see this. I want him out of the way. And so, he finally like sort of backed off, and he's like, okay, fine, I'm not going to worry about a 50-cent game. And I'm like, okay. You know, I just wanted him to get out of my face, leave the store, don't cause me any trouble. So, he comes back around the corner a few minutes later, and he's like, oh, can I buy it off you? I'm like, no. No, you cannot buy it off me. Besides, if I was going to let him buy it off me, it'd be for more than 50 cents. I guess I could have asked him what he got, but you know what? I didn't even want to know. I didn't even want to know what this guy got. I think most people were taking, like, DVDs. They didn't know what these games were. They didn't care. But I have no idea what might have been in there, but obviously whatever it was pretty good. So in some ways it's good because I did get some really cheap games, but at the same time, what did I miss out on? Somebody got this stuff. I don't know who. It must have been him. If I had gone just a little bit earlier, which I was going to do, but instead I went downtown, I probably would have got them. So can't be helped. Anyway, so that was my little story for today, and I'm happy to be back, and I'll see all you guys later. Okay, bye-bye.